Right to the air is Huntley.
And his first pass is incomplete.
And Michael Mayer, his intended receiver.
And now it's second down.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
they come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Huntley looks to throw again on 2nd and 10. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
After the turnover, here's Herbert.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down.
Hopkins' kick is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Huntley. He gets this to Davante Adams. And Davante's going to have a Raiders first down as he's up to the 44-yard line.
That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Las Vegas paid a steep price to acquire Adams from Green Bay last offseason, and yet they got their money's worth from him in 2022. NFL best 14 receiving touchdowns, over 1,500 yards, and a well-deserved 3rd straight All-Pro selection.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
But you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
Coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Huntley's throw taken in by Adams.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now Huntley.
Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
They're going for it. Huntley.
Down, and will go the other way with the football. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Herbert.
He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now it's Herbert. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Oh, that is incomplete. The Chargers at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
To the air again, Herbert.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. in good position, 1st and 10.
Here's Herbert.
Getting the football to Davis on an out route.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Chargers are able to extend their lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
19, Charger, 19.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
That is caught.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. This one brought in by Jefferson.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let's go now.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Looking to throw here, Huntley. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this 2nd quarter. They're moving it pretty good, and that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9.
Dragon 60. 19 Lions.
To throw, Huntley. This is caught by Tucker.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact.
Jacobs, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends. They'll run it with Jacobs. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
They'll try and run the option.
They go with Jacobs. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He'll fire this one deep for Eckler.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Now the 7-year veteran, Austin Eckler.
And shutting him off now open field.
He's still on his feet. Inside the 10.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are able to add on to that lead.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
Okay, ready?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Well, this throw caught left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Let's go.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Let's go.
They go play action with Huntley. They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Go.
Now 2nd and 5. Huntley looks to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Huntley working from the gun.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high-percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
3rd down. Here's Huntley now.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
Now a deep one for Johnston.
connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Now 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Hold me troops right.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Running on first down, Eckler. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Sliding out of the pocket. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Divine Diablo.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick six. And now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they are moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
Yeah, as you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. Now a deep one for Johnston.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball is right on the money and leads to a big play.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Flushed out right. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition,
back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Here's Huntley. And this one too low.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's go now.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Let's go.
Throwing after the interception.
Huntley throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Huntley looks to throw again on 2nd and 10.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Jacobs going to try the middle, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top running.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
21.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent.
Who did things largely below the radar? Not this guy. 819 catches. That speaks loudly in volumes.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield.
12 more yards there and another first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
There he goes. And he will get into the end zone. It's another thing is ugly. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
27 yards there, a first down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Huntley off of play action.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Michael Davis.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. It's Eckler again. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. They're going to pass here with Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. And now this game is over.
This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they...
Stand up.